Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Susan's just making it. I'm Susan, and as always I'm here making stuff, messes, chaos, and just trying to make it through life. If you've been here before, welcome back, and if this is your first time watching, welcome to my channel. If you like today's video, thumbs up right down here, greatly appreciated. So I hope everyone's doing amazing today, and I have a collective Mercari haul to share with you guys. First of all, I want to explain my absence for the past week, if anyone's even noticed. I haven't been on YouTube the last week. I've been trying to work on some projects that I've been wanting to get to, but just haven't had time. Last week I had a doctor's appointment, getting reestablished at a new doctor, so, you know, setting me up with all this new stuff to get me reestablished. Got my flu shot, so I was a little under the weather for a couple of days, nothing major, just blah. So just rested from that. Like I said, I've been working on some projects, and then over the weekend I took a little fall. I was walking back from the store. There's a store about a quarter of a mile away. I was walking home. Sidewalk was uneven. My footing just wasn't quite right, and took a fall. And at my age, thank goodness I didn't get hurt more than I did. This extra cushioning, I guess, does some good. At least I didn't break anything. I do have a skinned knee with a bruise, and that was through pants. My wrist was a little sore anyway, and then I went to break my fall, so my wrist was sore for a few days. Anything I picked up with some weight really bothered it a lot. And then my arm, it must be when I fell to the one side, my arm went down first, and I have this lovely, nice bruise where it must be where I just bam, fell right there, and it actually looks better than it did the other day, believe it or not. So I guess I need to learn how to walk, but so I was nursing that because it's still very tender, and yeah. So anyway, I'm excited, and I have some stuff coming up to share with everyone. Like I mentioned, been working on some projects. I have a project that I'm almost finished with. I'm on the last little bit of it, and I'm really excited to get it done so I can share with you guys. I'm like really excited to get it done. I've been working on it quite a bit the last few days, like a lot, and I have been staying over 300 subscribers for about a week, so I will be having my 300 subscriber giveaway coming up sometime this week. And this weekend I will be drawing the winner to my Hello Fall collab video giveaway. So that's some stuff that I have coming up, and then whatever else I cram in there. So there's that. So I want to go ahead and get into the haul. Sorry about the whole camera thing. Get into the haul because there's a lot to share. This is over, I would say, a 2-week span. I did some shopping, picked up some cosmetic items, and I wanted to share with you guys. So I haven't put anything away. It's all been piled here until I could sit down and do the video. Now, I've talked about Mercari in the past in my videos that, oh, I bought this in a bundle off Mercari, or I purchased stuff from Mercari. Not getting anything from Mercari by plugging them. I'm just sharing the deals that can be found there. Maybe it'll encourage you guys to go check it out if you're looking to save a couple of dollars, or maybe there's something that you can't find that you might luck out and find there. I do have a, I don't know whether it's page or store, I don't know how they consider that. I do sell on Mercari. That's listed down below if you're interested in checking out anything I have for sale. I have a lot of other items I need to get listed. I just haven't gotten to it yet. The sellers, it's just a regular selling platform like Etsy, eBay, Facebook Marketplace. It's individual sellers selling things, and you have the option of sending them an offer if you don't like the price that they have listed, or if you find more than one item from a particular seller, you can always message them and ask them to create a bundle. Sometimes they'll give you a deal on the price, the overall price, and if not, sometimes you can usually at least get a break on the shipping. Because of them sending 2 or 3 things together, you can usually get it shipped cheaper than having them shipped individually. So it never hurts to ask. If you never ask, the answer is always no. I've had a lot of luck working with some amazing individuals on Mercari. Most people are very easy to work with, myself included. I will usually accept an offer unless you insult me. Like, please don't send me an offer literally an hour after I list something. I'm not willing to take an offer right when I first list it, and please don't lowball me or anybody else. That's insulting. Just saying. But other than that, if it's a reasonable offer, 9.5 times out of 10, me or anyone else will accept it. You just have to be, you know, somewhat courteous when you do that. So anyway, like I said, nothing from Mercari. Just wanted to share with you guys. You know, I've had some luck. Maybe there's something you're looking for that you haven't found, or maybe you don't want to pay the price you're seeing somewhere else. Check Mercari, might have it. This happens to be all cosmetic items, but I have purchased other things from Mercari in the past. So mind you, I did not go on a super shopping spree. This is over a couple weeks or so. So the first item I wanted to share, I purchased this a couple weeks ago. I have used it once or twice. I really enjoy it. It is a Morphe 35 pan eyeshadow palette. It's the 35M. Love that it comes in the plastic palette packaging. Color saver, I usually don't keep them. I'm keeping this one because it's got the color names on it. If it gets to be too annoying, it'll probably get chucked aside. The project that I'm going to be sharing soon, you'll see what I do with my color savers. I don't keep them in my palettes, but I do save them. I'll show you what I do with them. So this is the palette. Everything that I purchased in this haul was brand new. I've purchased new and used stuff off Mercari, but this was all new stuff. Very pretty palette. I think it's incredibly awesome for fall. Very pretty. I love the Morphe formula. Blends very nicely. I really am happy with it. It goes on easy, comes off easy. I only previous to this had a Morphe blush palette. This was my first Morphe eyeshadow palette, and I'm very impressed. So this is Boss Mood, and the color names are quite fitting. I was looking at them the other day, kind of chuckling at some of the names they chose for the colors. So there's that, and I paid $10 plus shipping for this. Thought that was a pretty good deal. You guys can let me know, is $10 a good price for a Morphe palette? I thought it was. So the next thing is a bundle that I had put together for me from a seller. Another Morphe palette. This one is in the cardboard, but it's a 35D Desert Bouquet palette. Thought this would be beautiful for summer, but I will use it all year round. The colors are gorgeous. I love all these greens, and then we've got some of the yellows in here, some neutrals, then we come over into the pink and mauves and purples here. Very pretty palette. I was looking at this for quite a while, and then when I saw it listed for $10, I'm like, I'm gonna get it. So that was $10. And then the same seller had a couple other palettes that I wanted, and I'll show you, then I'll, you know, talk to you about bundling them. So this is the Morphe, and this one's in the plastic too. It's the 9E Pretty in Peach, and this is a beautiful summer palette. I love the light neutrals and the peach. This would be gorgeous for summer. Loving it. 9 pan. And this was listed for $5. And then I got this palette. It says Zova, I believe is how you pronounce it. Totally was unaware of this cosmetic brand until I saw these palettes on Mercari, and I kept seeing the palettes, and I'm like, they're so pretty, they're so pretty, they're so pretty. I have no idea about the formula. I have not heard of this brand, or I'm not familiar with it in any way. Hopefully the formula is nice. If I enjoy this, I may consider purchasing more, but I want to see how it performs. I do have one other palette and another bundle from this brand, but we'll get to that later. But the prices are reasonable. I'm not sure the original price point. I could always look it up, I guess. But I got the offline palette, and this was listed for $5 from the same seller. And color savers is probably gonna go, but I'll hold this upside down because there's no mirror. But whether the palette has mirrors or not does not bother me at all. I usually don't use the palette mirrors anyway. But anyway, light neutrals, and then these nice bold pops of color. This teal, purple, this cranberry, this plum, very pretty. And actually, it's not a plum, it's more like a burgundy shimmer. But love what burgundy, cranberry. This is like a light plum, a purple, and a teal. But anyway, the bold pops, these are all gorgeous colors. And then I love that it has the very light neutrals to kind of like even the two out, the bold and the neutral. But yeah, this was very pretty palette, $5. So I messaged the seller. I said, I'm interested in these 3 palettes. Like I said, 10, 5, and 5. would you be willing to bundle them and let me know how much it'll cost and then with the shipping and stuff. So she said, sure, I can do $17. And I'm like, that's nice, because it's like $1 off a palette. I was happy with that, and having them shipped together was cheaper shipping. So she created the bundle, and she says, oh, okay, I created your bundle, because I told her as soon as you bundle them, I'll pay for them. So she's like, I created your bundle, and check to make sure it's the items you want. And I did, and she had it for $15. So I paid $15 for the 3 palettes. I thought that was really great. So it's either like getting the Morphe for half price or one of the smaller palettes for free, which works for me. Another thing I purchased off Mercari were these two Too Faced palettes. They're the ones in the tin. I've got the Sweet Peach, and this is the Clover palette. Now this one I've been eyeballing anyway. I really love Too Faced, and the cheapest I was seeing this on Mercari was like hovering around like $18, and some of those were even used palettes, and I was like, $18 is good for Too Faced, but I'm not paying $18 for a used palette. I just, yeah. And the ones that were new were 20 something, 30 something. I was like, I don't know. And the Clover palette I've never heard of before. Maybe I've been under a rock. I don't know. I never heard of it. I think the packaging is super cute, but the two of them were bundled together, and they're both new. And for this bundle, I paid $10. Not 10 a piece, $10. $10 for two Too Faced palettes, incredible. Now when I saw the listing, I didn't have the money. I wasn't gonna have the money for a few days, and I'm like, please don't sell before I can buy you. And when I got the money, they were still there, and I was like, yes. And so I paid $10 for these, and I think the shipping was around $6 and change, because they are the metal palettes. And so even still broken down, they'd be like $8 a piece, which is still incredible for two Too Faced new palettes. So the Sweet Peach, very pretty. I have this smaller peach one. It's in my drawers over there, but very pretty colors, very neutral, except for we've got the peaches and then that green there, but very, very pretty. And it smells really nice. To me, it smells almost like a baby powdery smell, but anyway, very pretty palette for $5. Very pretty palette. And then, like I said, the Clover I had never heard of before, but I thought the packaging was really cute, and the colors are really pretty too. And on the inside by the mirror, it's got really cute packaging too, but I don't want to blind you guys. So I thought this was really pretty for spring and summer. Like, the colors are just really nice. So very happy to get the 2 palettes for $10. With that being said, I did get another Too Faced palette. I have the Sparkling Pineapple, and Glitzy Gem was asking me, do you have the berry one? I'm like, no, but it's pretty, you know. And I saw the colors, and I was like, oh, gotta have. Well, someday I'll get it. Now the Sparkling Pineapple, I absolutely love that palette. It's so easy to work with. I've used it a few times. I love my look every time I use it. It is definitely a favorite. So when I saw this, and this was listed at $10, and it wasn't listed as like brand new, it was either like new or good, and I'm like, has it been maybe used a couple of times? I don't know. For the price, I'll chance it. So anyway, this was listed for $10. I sent an offer for $8, and the seller accepted the offer. So I paid $8 plus shipping for this, and this smells so good. My small peach one smells just like one of the strawberry shortcake dolls, and this one does too. They smell so good. It takes me back to the 80s, but whatever. And the mirror's cute. It's got a little berry with a bow. But anyway, here's the colors. And as you can see, I had to have it. Those purples and the neutrals together are everything. And if this performs as well as the Sparkling Pineapple, which I have every reason to believe it will, this will definitely be a favorite as well. Love the packaging, love the smell, love the colors, love the formula. Definitely happy to have this. I paid $8 for this. So another listing. I feel like I'm missing a listing here. Or maybe I just went through them fast. I guess not. Oh, see, it was buried. I purchased this. It's a Butter London palette. It is the Natural Goddess. I know this is not a new palette. I know it's been around for a while. I've seen it on Mercari, I've seen a couple YouTubers mention it. I'm like, God, it's such a really pretty palette. It's been on my wish list for a long time. I'm like, I'll get to it eventually. But I had to buy this because the listing, it was $2 plus shipping. $2. The seller was selling some cosmetics. I think I got to the last of her listings she had left. Said she doesn't wear makeup anymore. And that this was new. $2, people. I think with shipping and tax and everything, I paid maybe around $6 for it. A lot of you have probably already seen the palette before. I think it's gorgeous. It's super, super pretty. We've got a couple mattes over here. The nice teal and the brown, and the rest are shimmers. Gorgeous. Can't wait to play with this. And for $2, and I've been having my eye on it anyway, $2 works for me. Another listing I grabbed, this just came the other day, is I'm always raving about Milani Anti-Gravity Mascara. I've raved about it in my Wacky Eyeshadow Wednesday videos and stuff, and I had a tube of it, and I'm not sure how I came across it. I know I didn't buy it at the store, and I don't think that it came in a giveaway. I think I got it in a bundle a while back on Mercari that I bought some makeup, and I love it. It's like my favorite mascara ever. So the tube I have is getting kind of pretty much near its end, so I'm like, I really want to get a tube for a backup. So when I was at Walmart last, I'm like, let me see how much it costs. I know they sell it here, and it was $10.97, which isn't terrible, but I'm like, okay, well, I don't have the money for it today. I'll pick one up next time. Then when I got home, I'm like, well, let me check Mercari. Maybe somebody has some they're selling. And I saw a listing for $9 plus shipping, and I'm like, for that, I'll just pay $10.97 at Walmart. Then I don't have to pay the shipping. It's gonna be cheaper. But I found this listing, and like I said, it would be $10.97 plus tax, and this was a 2-pack, well, not 2-pack, but 2 of them for $16 free shipping. So that broke down to $8 a piece plus tax. So I saved $3 a piece, so $6 overall by buying this listing, because I paid tax, and I was going to have to pay tax at Walmart anyway. So now I have 2 backups. Love the stuff. If you guys get a chance to try it, you gotta try it. It's like awesome. So I got those, and then I have 2 other listings to share. Just making sure that's all I have. The other one's a bigger bundle, so I'll save that for last. I just took stuff out of the boxes, so the video didn't get long, me taking stuff out of boxes. So this listing, I got, let's see if I can do this without dropping them all. Okay, 5 eyeshadow palettes. All new. All of them were in boxes, color savers, untouched. I looked them all over. A little bittersweet about this particular bundle. I'll let you know why. But this was listed for $16 for 5 brand new palettes. And I was willing to pay $16, but I'm like, oh, she says she'll take offers. I'll offer $14. If she declines it, I'll buy them for $16, but never hurts to try. So I offered $14, she accepted it, so I paid $14 plus shipping for these 5 palettes. Now these 2 right here are the ones I really wanted to get my hands on. This one, not overly excited, but kind of had, you know, would like to have. And these 2 I wasn't even familiar with. Now, the listing, she did not have pictures of them open, so I had already seen the other 3 palettes before, was kind of familiar with the color story. These ones I had to look up online to see what they look like. So, bittersweet, because I'll start kind of backwards in a way. Bittersweet because I got an amazing deal. However, one of them came with a broken pan. Okay, it happens. At least it was one of the ones I wasn't as excited about, so that was a good thing too. But I'm not sure if it was on the seller's part or the whole shipping thing, because first of all, the seller, I mean, whatever, but to me, eyeshadow palettes, seems like you'd bubble wrap them all, you know, make sure they're pretty protected, because they are kind of fragile. But Basically all I did was throw some bunched up tissue paper and then one of the orange foam things that come in some of the subscription boxes. Looks like she took the 5 palettes, threw them in that, flapped that over, and then threw it in with the tissue paper kind of bunched up around it. I opened it, I was like, this isn't packaged very well, but let's see what it looks like. Okay, that combined with my son bringing the package up and going, Mom, you got a package. He says, I hope it was nothing breakable, because the FedEx guy literally just threw it on the porch. And I'm like, well, I guess I'll be opening that to check. So the Pure Festival 2.0, this is the one that had some damage to it, but this is the one that I cared about the least, so I'm not that totally upset. But the thing was that because I really wasn't excited about this palette, I was probably going to throw it in a giveaway or friend mail or something, just because of the fact, not that it's not a good palette, it's just one that I wasn't planning on buying and I probably won't use. So I'd rather pass it on to somebody who will use it, because I probably won't. So anyway, I tried to clean it up the best I could. It did have a protector over the mirror, but I had to take it off because some of the broken pan the powder got down in it, and the color saver had to go in the garbage because that's all messed up. And the one that broke, of course, was like the black shimmery shade. It was a mess, but I cleaned it up the best I could to try to salvage it the best I could. But I mean, it's an okay palette, but it doesn't really speak to me. It's not that it's, you know, that terrible. It's just yeah. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this palette. I originally, it was just happened to be in the bundle, I thought, well, I'll pass it on to somebody who would like to have it. But now that it's broke, I'm like, well, what am I going to do with it? It's not one that I really wanted for myself. I don't really feel right sending to someone. I mean, I tried to fix it the best I could. I repressed it, and I cleaned it up, but you can see a lot of the black smudge there. So at this point, I don't even know what I'm going to do with it. But that's one. So yeah. Then this one was included, and I was not familiar with it. It's OPV Beauty London Spotlight eyeshadow palette. I was not familiar with the brand. Don't remember seeing the palette before, but I thought, oh, it's okay, you know. We'll see what it looks like when it comes, because I had to look it up. Like I said, she didn't have pictures of the inside the palette, so I had to look it up to see what it looked like. And I was like, in the pictures, sometimes you really can't tell. I'm like, oh, I really can't tell. Let's see when it gets here. Color saver. Untouched Beautiful. It's mostly shimmers with a handful of mattes, and I just haven't formed an opinion about this yet, whether I'm going to keep it or not. Some of the colors I like, but I'm like, it's not one of those wow palettes, so I haven't decided yet. I'll think on it. It does have some blues in it, but although I'm not a fan of blue eyeshadow, it's something I can work with, except for maybe this one's kind of bright blue, but the other ones are more muted. It does have some like purple and fuchsia colors, some reds. I don't know yet. I'll just have to look at it a little bit and decide whether I want to keep it or pass it along. Not that it would kill me to pass it along. It's not like I don't have any eyeshadow palettes, but I don't know yet. I haven't formed a definite opinion one way or another. So just that. And then Violet Voss Essentials 2 was part of the bundle. I do have the first one. I used it. It was okay. I haven't formed a definite opinion about that either. It was okay, but I'll use it a couple more times before I decide how I really feel about it. The colors are pretty. I think the colors in this are prettier, yeah. I do like Violet Voss. Very pretty. That teal is everything. These purples are everything. It's got the nice brown neutrals. I am looking forward to kind of playing with this. I think I'll really like the colors in that. So that was part of the bundle. And like I said, people, I paid $14 for all 5 of these palettes together. This one was very excited. I've had my eye on this. There's a lot of listings on Mercari for this, but it was a little bit more than, I'm like, oh, I don't need it right now. We'll see if somebody has it a little bit cheaper. The Violet Voss Sunkissed Shimmer, no, Summer. Sunkissed Summer. No glasses, blind, sorry. Not only can I not walk, I can't see. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous summer palette. Ever since I've seen this, I'm like, I must get it. I mean, come on, man. Beautiful. All the pinky tones, and and then on the bottom more the yellows. Now I never in a million years would have thought I would like yellow eyeshadow. The thought of it was like, yellow eyeshadow, ew. But I tried it one day for a summer look, and I'm like, what have I been missing my whole life? It really puts that pop into your eye look. It really lightens up the other colors. I'm like, why did I ever think, ooh, it's like the best thing ever. So with this having the pinks and the yellows, I cannot wait to use this. This, I think, will be my favorite summer palette ever. Gorgeous. And then the last one in that bundle was the Ace Beauté Falling For You palette. Now I purchased one of these for Lori over at Lori's Life. She was the person that I sent to in the Let's Celebrate Fall collab, and I got this for her because first of all it was a fall collab, obviously, and the color story, I'm like, I really think Lori will like this. She seems to like a lot of the pinks and stuff like that. I think she'll like it. And last I heard from her, she said she really loved the palette and that she had used it like 3 times already, and it made me feel really good because I included something that I knew was being enjoyed, as well as the fall decor she seems to be enjoying. But when I got this for her, I opened it to make sure it wasn't damaged or anything like that, because I did not want to send it along if it had been damaged, and I fell in love. Like, I've seen pictures of it, and I've seen a few YouTubers showing the palette, and I'm like, oh, it's a pretty palette, and didn't think much of it. And then when I got the one for Lori and looked at it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I kind of don't want to send it, but I'm like, don't be like that. You can always get one for yourself. But I was like, oh, I was like, before I was like, not really impressed. I'm like, okay, it's a palette, it's pretty, whatever. But once I saw it in person, I'm like, yes. And it is just so pretty. I mean, up in that corner, that orange. Now, orange is my least favorite color ever, like especially bold oranges. So it's like, I'd be like, ooh, but I mixed with these other colors, I can see it definitely working. If you were just to hand me an orange eyeshadow, I'd be like, are you out of your mind? I'm not wearing that. But I can see it going with these other ones. This olive shimmer, gorgeous. This deep gold, gorgeous. All these plummy colors, yes. And then these colors down here with the pinks and the tans, gorgeous palette. Very anxious to play with this and see what I can do. It's beautiful. So these 2 palettes, I probably would have paid the full $16 for just the 2 of these. So the other ones were just bonuses. So I can't even be mad that one of them was messed up, because it's whatever. I still got a good deal either way. So there's it. And then the last thing is a bundle that I had the seller do for me. I saw a couple, well actually I saw quite a few listings, and I messaged her and I said, I'd like to create a bundle. These are the listings that I like, da 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 da. Now, between the time I asked for the bundle and she said, sure, I'll bundle them and I'll give you a price, a couple of the things sold because somebody purchased them before she created my bundle. So a few things, okay, I didn't end up with. That's okay. It's like, I'll be fine. So I'm going to show you what I got and what the original listing prices were, and then in the end I'll tell you what I paid for the entire bundle. Just trying to rest it there so it doesn't fall. So the first item is the Zova, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, caramel or caramel, depending on how you pronounce it, melange palette. Like I said, I got the offline, and then this one, and there's a couple other ones I'm really liking. There's a pastel one I'm really going gaga for, and there's one that the packaging is like a burgundy color that I'm really liking, and then there's another one black. I might as well just say all of them, with the exception of like 1 or 2 I'm like, yeah. But never heard of this brand before. I hope the formula is good, because now I have 2 of these palettes. If the formula sucks, might be a little disappointed, but if it's good, I might be in trouble wanting to buy the other ones. Like I need them. I don't. But anyway, this is so pretty. It reminds me almost of the Morphe peach one, but it's got like the deeper brown here, and it's got the real light color. But this would be a beautiful light, neutral, subtle look to be created with that. Very pretty. Like I said, I hope I enjoy this brand because I have the 2 palettes and the colors are really pretty. So I hope that I like working with them. So that was, I think it was either $5 or $6 that was listed at. So then I got this Beauty by Pop Sugar. It's a blush, and the packaging is really pretty with like the blue poppy looking flowers. And I don't have anything quite like this, so I wanted to get something like it to try it and see if I would like it. It's the blush, it's got the different colors in there. So this was listed, I believe, for $4. I think they're 4 or 5, but I think 4. So I'm kind of excited to try that. I think that would be nice to play with a little bit. So I got that, and then so the palette was either 5 or 6, and that blush was either 4 or 5. I can't remember exactly. I should have wrote it down. And then I got this. It was bundled together as one listing, and it was $5. Now mind you, all of this stuff is new. She did mention that it probably wouldn't be an original packaging. She was decluttering, but she was only selling stuff that she had never used. So these 3 were part of a bundle. These were $5. It said 3 ColourPop blushes, but one's actually a highlighter. This is Kiss and Tell by ColourPop, and this is the only one I have with the heart shape. It's really nice, matte feeling to it. And if I can get it open, I like that this is a lighter blush. I try to have a variety of different blushes, so depending on the look or the time of year or whatever. But that's really pretty. And I'm going to try to rush through this last listing because I'm noticing the video is getting a little bit longer. Now this is a highlighter, and this is called Still Loading. It's a Super Shock highlighter, and it's more of like a purplish color. Now all the highlighters I have are either like white, gold, pink, corally. So I thought this would be nice to try something different. And I love the plastic packaging. Plus, it's got butterflies, guys. It's got butterflies. And then this ColourPop blush, which is Night Bloom. And this is a real, it's not showing up true to color, but it's actually more peach than it's showing up to you guys. It looks almost like a bronzer from what I'm seeing showing you guys, but it's actually a little bit more of a peachy color. So this was a listing for $5, which I thought was pretty good for the 3 of those. Then let's see, I had this listing for blush sticks. I've been in love with blush sticks. Originally, I remember when I was young, my mother didn't wear makeup a lot unless she was going out or something like a job interview or something important. And she sold Avon when we were really young. And I always remember, one thing I remember about her getting ready, like I said, she didn't wear makeup very often at all, and very light, subtle look. I don't think she ever wore eyeshadow, but she would do her lips, some blush, some powder, and she had a blush stick. And for some reason, I just remember her using that. But anyway, that's just off on a tangent. I was curious about blush sticks, and one day I bought a Revlon one at CVS to try at a coupon. I'm like, okay, with the coupon, it's reasonable price. I don't want to spend a lot. I'm going to get the one to see if I like it. Love it, love it. And I've been obsessed with blush sticks since then. It's been popular opinion that I've been noticing, and I would tend to totally agree, that the cream blushes work better on mature skin, more so than the powder ones. And I would have to agree. To me, I feel like they have more staying power, and I feel like I can control where I put the color better. But that's just me. Loving blush sticks. I've been picking some up at the bin store when I see them and things like that. But anyway, there was a bundle of 5 of them for $10. $2 a piece for a blush stick. Works for me. So this is what the listing was for, these 5. She must have came across this, you know, when she was getting ready to ship this to me, and threw it in as an extra. It's a NYX whipped, like a whipped cheek color, which I'm not familiar with this type of a cream blush, but I'm willing to try it out. So that was like a little bonus she threw in. And then I have, and I don't have my glasses, so I'm not going to be able to tell you the colors probably, because yeah, I can't see that. 2 of them are from Cargo Cosmetics. I do have a Cargo eyeshadow palette, but I haven't used it yet. Glitzy Gem sent it to me, but I have not used it yet. so I'm not too familiar with the Cargo brand. I know they do have some beautiful products, but so this one is more of like a just peachy coral tinge of pink color. I'm not showing up good, but that's very pretty. And then this one's also Cargo Cosmetics, and this one's a little bit more, got a little bit more of a, I don't know, like a rose blushy color. And then we have two Pixie by Petra ones, and this one is more of a like a true peachy corally color, very pretty. Really like the color of that. And this one is more I don't know, like a deep rose, really deep rose. That's very pretty too. It's kind of similar to the blush stick I started off with. And then this one's e.l.f. Cosmetics, and this one's definitely more of a deep berry color. So a nice variety of colors for me to play with to see what I like. And like I mentioned, I'll use different blush colors depending on the time of year and stuff like that. So I've got those to play with, and this listing was for $10 originally. And then actually there's two listings in this one bag. And each of these listings were $5 a piece. The first listing is, let me see if I can toss up these other ones, was for $5 for lip liners. There's 8 lip liners here, and I've been trying to pick up lip liners when I see them because I know a lot of times you can get the lip color and the liner together. I haven't been that lucky more than a couple of times, but I didn't have many lip liners, and I'm like, I really need to pick some up and have a variety so I can match them up to my lip colors. I have a lot of lip colors but not much liners, so I paid $5 for the 8 of these. 2 of them are Wet n Wild. I think that's what this said. Wet n Wild. Yep, Wet n Wild. This one is more of like a brownish color, and this one's more a true red. And look at how huge they are. They'll last forever. Okay, and they're new. And then 2 of them are Ace Beauté. Yes, please. And this one's more of a, like a taupey color, and this one's more of a deep berry. And then I've got 2, and I think it's I'm not sure how it's pronounced. Jordana. I don't know. It's more a drugstore brand, I know. And this one's like a very dusty pink, and this one's a very deep wine color. And then these 2 are Prestige, and we've got like a very I don't know, more of an orangey red, and this one's a nice mauve color, a mauve blush color. And so I got the 8 of those for $5. Well, the listing was $5. And I don't know about you guys, but when I keep my lip liners in a cup like I do my makeup brushes, I always put them upside down, because if you put them like this, what do you see? Pink and gray. Put it that way, at a glance I can tell what color they are without taking every single one out of the cup. I don't know. Maybe you guys already do that. I just thought it works for me. And then after I started doing that, I saw somebody did that, shared that tip, and I'm like, well, I already do that. But it just made sense to me. Whatever. So anyway, the next listing was also $5, and it's 8 just all over shadow brushes. And it had 4 of the Wet n Wild just fluffy shade brushes, and then it had 4 e.l.f. Whoa, almost and down every video. 2 of the all over fluffy ones with the white handle, and 2 with a black handle. And my understanding is the ones with the black handle are better quality than the ones with the white handle. And I would have to agree with that. I have some with a white handle that are okay, and then the black handle ones are really nice. So those 8 eyeshadow brushes, the listing was $5, and she said she found this, so she threw it in. So, okay. And then I have one more listing that I purchased. As I mentioned, there were a couple other things that were bought out from under me before she could put them in the bundle, which is okay, but it also freed up the money that I was going to spend on those items. So I had my eye on this listing, but I'm like, I don't know. But then when the other stuff was sold, I'm like, go ahead and add it. So this is 6 ColourPop Super Shock shadows. Okay, that's a mouthful. And they were listed originally for $18. And I'm like, I've seen the price. That's decent. That's $3 a piece. Works for me. And plus these are the Disney princess ones, and I've had my eye on the collection, and I'm like, oh, it's just, I can't justify spending that much on them. But this, yeah, I'll spend that much. So I don't have my glasses, so I can't tell you the colors, but I'll show you what I got. This is a one from Cinderella. I'm trying to watch the time. It's getting away from me. I'm going to try to wrap this up. It's like a very grayish blue. Let's see. Then we've got this one's from Aladdin, and it's got this really pretty blue teal color. And then this one I believe is from The Little Mermaid, and it's more of a greenish teal color. My light is changing outside, so. And then we have this one. I'm thinking it's from Moana. I could be wrong. Like I said, I can't really see without my glasses. And this is a very pretty like taupey tan color. And then this one is from Sleeping Beauty. Gorgeous, like raspberry pink. It's definitely not showing up as pretty as it really is. I wish it did, but the light keeps changing in here. And then this one, I'm not sure right offhand. I think it says Reflection, best I can see. And this one is more of a deeper raspberry, coppery raspberry color. Super pretty. So this was all bundled together from one seller. So I got the Zova Caramel palette, the Pop Sugar blush, the 3-pack ColourPop blush and highlighter. I've got the 5 blush sticks with a bonus, the 8 lip liners, and the 8 eyeshadows. This would have been $10 together. This would have been $10, so that's 20. I'm going to say this was 4, so that'd be 24. This was 5, so 29. I'm thinking this was 6, so that'd be 35. And then the Super Shock shadows, 6 of them were 18, so that would be $55, $63 plus shipping. If my math is right, you guys can let me know if my math is right. I think it is, maybe not. So $63 plus shipping. For this bundle of stuff, I paid $38, and she said on all her bundles are free shipping. So for $63 worth of listings, I paid $38 free shipping. Like I said, some sellers are just amazing. That was better than I could have asked for. She shipped it out right away. It got here super fast. I mean, I think I did good. I probably, before I actually do the video, I might, down in the description box, if I remember, put the prices I paid for stuff. Obviously, there's no way to link the sellers. They don't do that where you can search the particular sellers. But I may go ahead and put what I paid for each, aside from the shipping. The shipping is just an unnecessary evil with buying things online. But I'll probably list like what I got and what I paid for it. And I'm curious to do the math myself. I should have sat down and did that before I did the video. But I'm kind of curious myself how much I paid for all this. I think I did really great. Like I said, if there's like a palette or a blush or something like that you're just having a hard time finding because maybe they don't sell anymore or whatever, or maybe you're not willing to pay the retail price, definitely check out Mercari. I mean, because this stuff, a lot of it, the retail price, I would not have paid. I could not afford to pay. But the prices I got the stuff for was amazing. So, if nothing else, I just did this to throw it out there as like something that might help somebody if you're trying to save $1 or $2, you can't find something, definitely worth checking out. So for those of you that stuck around to watch this, it got kind of long, which I apologize for, but there was just so much to go through. I really missed you guys. I look forward to reading your comments down below and interacting with you guys as always. And you guys are amazing, and thank you so much for taking the time to watch. If you haven't hit that thumbs up yet, I'd appreciate it. And until the next video, bye everyone.